Welcome, you guys. Hello. Welcome to the Paid in Full Almost podcast. And I'm your host, Taylor Maddox. I'm so excited that you joined me today. And today I have brought you another special guest like I always do. Today we have Stephanie. Stephanie, let the people know about yourself. Tell them a little about you.
I'm Stephanie. I'm a fashion design major at Albright College, and I'm a photography minor.
Oh, she be taking the pics, and she does couture, right?
Yes.
Don't sleep on her. She be doing the designs. So Stephanie is a junior, which is a little mix up for everybody else. Usually they're seniors or they're alumni, but I wanted to get a new perspective on the podcast. So the first question is, so far, has college met your expectations?
Well, originally, I didn't even want to go to college, to be honest. Oh. I didn't want to study what I wanted to study. I thought college was a scam.
Well, child, that's to be debatable. Because scam on the heavy.
Yes.
But, so you didn't want to go to college. So if you didn't go to college, what were you going to do?
Good question. I didn't know what I was going to do.
Didn't know?
No, I was probably going to go into work, but it wasn't going to be like McDonald's or something. Okay,
well, yeah. Girl, that's good. So what changed your mind? Because you're a fashion major and minor in photography. So what changed your mind? Like, oh, I'm going to do this.
My family kind of persuaded me, mostly because I would be the first generation college student in my family. Yes.
Oh, so they was heavy on the go to college.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Pretty much.
So what about, like, did they ever think like college or the military, or they was like solely college?
Solely college. We never had military discussions.
Okay, so that's very interesting because I'm trying to think. My first, like, once I graduated high school, it was the only option I thought about was college, really. I didn't even think like of a career, or maybe I should do something else, or maybe take a gap year. So that's very interesting that your family had that much of a pull on you to go to college. So were they like, oh, go to a certain college or go to the closest one?
So it all depended on how much I got scholarship-wise.
Okay, yeah.
But because I didn't want to go, I only applied to like 3 schools.
Well, I only applied to 3 schools.
Yes.
And I did want to go.
Yes.
Okay, so you did the 3 and you chose Albright.
Yes, because it was the one that gave me the most scholarships.
Same.
Yeah.
That's how they get you guys. That's how they get you. Junior, like I said. So you're about to be a senior. How does that feel? Like, are you nervous? Are you excited? Like, how are you feeling about going into your senior year?
I'm a little mix of both. I'm mostly nervous about interning because there's not a lot of internships around where I'm from, which is Reading, Pennsylvania. Yeah. And most of like the internships I'm looking for, if it's couture, it's in Paris or New York or California. Yeah. And if you're not paying me to intern,
no, that's a whole nother conversation. Your internship going. So what do you feel like you're gonna do? Like, are you gonna try somewhere local, or are you gonna make that commute to New York? Or
I have no idea. I still have to search and apply to internships. So it's kind of more like networking on who's done what internship and seeing which one I would prefer and apply to.
So wait, what's your dream internship? Everybody has a dream internship. So dream internship right now, what would it be?
It would be a textile designer for Chanel.
Okay. Oh, Chanel bag. I want double CCs. Okay, Chanel. All right, that's nice. Tip, I would say, as college students, even though you don't want to not work for an internship, but if you could find somewhere like similar to what you want to do, I would do it just to get more experience. So like when you go to another internship or apply for a job, you could be like, well, I have experience. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's talk about mentally. College puts you through a lot of things mentally, so let's talk on that. So junior going into senior, like mental health, because that's a big thing. This month is mental health awareness, or was that last month?
That was May.
May? Okay. Well, this month it's about to end, so let's talk about it. So mental health, how is that? How are you coping with that? Are there resources that you go to, like on college campus, that maybe help you? Like, how is that, like your whole mental when it comes to college right now?
So I don't prioritize my mental health because I overwork myself. I have like high functioning anxiety. So I overpile my stuff so I don't deal with my own mental health.
Okay, I can relate. So, okay, so do you find yourself like how do you cope? Like what are some things that you use to like cope with this?
So most of the time I listen to music, especially in the mornings. Sometimes I put affirmations on and I'll carry crystals with me just to bring up my energy and bring up my mood. But I'm gonna try to start journaling and whatnot. Yeah.
Journaling is really nice. I know that for me, being a senior going to the real world has definitely put my mental on a crazy up and down roller coaster. So journaling, I found this prayer book in Target actually, and I also started doing like daily devotionals. I know Gianna, right? Gianna, she has a prayer devotional, which I thought was really good. It like had scriptures and like after each scripture you like wrote about it and did a prayer and sleeping on journaling. But it's definitely a good benefit, especially when you don't have anybody to talk to.
Yeah.
And you could just do your thoughts out loud and just be like, it's you and you just writing. 1 year left. It's the final countdown. Is there anything like on your bucket list where it's like, I have to do this before I finish college? Like drink all night or go to every house party on college campus. Like what is it? Is there anything that's like I have to do before I leave college? It has to get done.
I have to travel somewhere.
Girl, like do you want to study abroad or?
Yeah, I've been trying. Okay, so I had a course where I was supposed to go to Paris, but COVID happened, so it got canceled and then pushed back.
So what was that going to be like? 3 weeks, a whole semester, or?
It was a 10-day trip.
Oh, so what were you gonna do while you were there?
So we were just gonna visit the Eiffel Tower, visit the Palace of Versailles, just like different historical, and then finish the course.
Listen, I know you're enjoying the episode this far, but I just had to let you guys know, a little reminder, make sure you comment down below, leave a 5-star rating or wherever you listen to your podcast. Make sure you subscribe, turn on those post notifications. All the guest information will be in the show notes, so don't forget to check out the guests. All of the show information will be down there as well. And that's all I had to say. Now let's get people sleep on while you're in college is traveling, because like you said, 10 days traveling is way cheaper. Airfare, hotel, like it's all in there. It's way cheaper than going yourself 10 days traveling to all these places. Especially like I would look into what your college has for resources for like study abroad, because I spent like 3 months in London and I had to pay my regular college tuition. So like imagine doing that.
That's good.
Right? Imagine doing that like all your semesters. You'd be like, girl, I was never in college. I was traveling. Have you really thought about what you want to do once this journey of college comes to an end? Do you want to get your master's? Do you want to just chill for a year? Like what do you think you're going to do?
So I've had like that crisis after that. So I was thinking going straight into graduate school, studying marketing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't do it now, and I should have, because that's what's big is social media.
Yeah. Since you've been in college this far, 3 years, has college taught you anything like valuable or any like life lessons you've learned this far? Is this like academically or personally? Like what has college taught you this far?
I think the most important thing that college has taught me so far is networking is your best friend, whether it's with your professors or alumni or other friends or peers and classmates.
Well, side question, so do you find it easier, because for me personally, I only have maybe one professor like connection, and this was for my intern class, so it wasn't even like a regular professor. Easier making connections with your professors, or like how would you say?
I feel like I built a solid connection with one professor rather than the others, because I feel like my one professor actually reaches out and shows that she cares about her students more. In a sense.
Okay, so you find it easier that you made a connection with her because she showed and put in effort, like, oh, she cares and she's reaching out to check on you?
Yeah, like she actually put the effort to get to know me as a student.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've had that with the professor. I wonder how they develop that type of relationship. So I always wonder if it's like the professor or is it the student, you know?
And they also, like, I know with the professor that reached out to me, they see your past schooling. Because I went to go tech, so she knew that I had sewing experience, and that's kind of how it built that connection.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, child, if they was looking at my record, they'd be like, girl, I don't want to be connected to you.
Lying.
You did start a small business with shirts and t-shirts and all that. So what led you to start a business? Because starting a business is really popular, not even to say it's a trend, but a lot of people start businesses and like t-shirts and selling different things. So what made you start?
So I was taking the senior STEM course, and I had to pay for most of the materials because it's not really a stipend course. It's like,
which sucks
very much.
They should change it.
Yes. Yes, please. So most of my materials were like $70 to $50 a yard. So I was like, unemployment money is not saving me completely. So I just sold shirts.
Oh, well, that's
fundraise
nice.
For it, yeah.
Girl, you need that PPP loan. Everybody get caught up for those, but that's what you need. Well, that's interesting. So now that you've started a business, what have you said? Is it easy? Like, what have you found? Is it difficult? Like, what have you found this process to be like?
So for me, I didn't want that to be my business brand.
Okay.
So I kind of did that more as like a fundraiser. I'm still like trying to figure out where I want to go brand-wise for starting a business. So I feel like that puts my foot in the door of like starting
like
it.
Experience.
Yeah, experience, but I still don't know
what you want to do.
Yeah.
So you would classify this as like a side hustle.
Yes.
It would be like me door dashing.
Yes.
Compared to you selling shirts. So like, is that process easy? Just buy shirts from somewhere and just put your stuff on? Because I see that a lot on TikTok. Like a lot of people selling different things, and I almost was tempted to go out and buy a little thing like shirts for sale, y'all.
It works.
Eventually, you want to start your own type of business. Is that something you do after college? Like, do you want to be a full-on business owner, or just again like something to do on the side?
As something I have to really think about, because an entrepreneur is not really for everybody, and I believe, in my opinion. So I really have to put in the work, the time, and the effort to that if that's something I'm really passionate about doing.
Right. That you want to start a business. I think a lot of people that I've interviewed this far, a lot of people have like their own little side hustle type thing or business they're trying to do, or like started something that to gain extra money. So I guess we could say side hustles are needed, and you should have one. Not to shade anybody that doesn't, but you should think about it. You should really think about it. You know our podcast name. We ask everybody that comes on. So the final finale is, was it worth, well, you're not almost finished, but this far, you know, was it worth paying in full? Almost.
I would say maybe.
Maybe? Okay, why? Why would you say maybe?
If you don't, okay, so college is all about networking. If you don't build connections or your relationships with your professors, you're not gonna have as many doors or opportunities after graduation, or like, you know,
in general, yeah, I know what you're saying, because I would say now that I'm about to graduate, I did, no shade, but I did reach out to a professor, like asking her, you know, do you know of any internships that I could maybe do? And she did not reply to me.
Yes, I had that same problem.
And I don't understand why, because a lot of professors are like, email me, like, I'm here to help you, like, if you need anything, like, just reach out. And so that's what I was doing, but she did not respond to me.
You know what I did? Because I feel like I know which professor you're talking about. I went to her physically, and I pulled her aside, and I was like, I'm still looking for internships. And I put a specific person's name down, which I'm not sure if I'm getting an internship for that person because they're super busy. But then we started finally talking, and she started bringing up jobs and stuff.
Reached out to another professor that I have a connection with. She helped me, and she referred me back to them. It was like, maybe you should reach out to them. I'm like, okay, so I did, and it was crickets.
Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth. And then they want to say that you have to go to a career Yeah, there's not, like if you go on Handshake, there's not a lot of the jobs.
Right. Yes, everybody should look into the resources that they have on campus. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being my special guest for today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for coming. She could have said no, guys. She could have said no.
I wouldn't have said no.
Thanks for coming. I'm excited for you to, continue your education as a senior. You're about to be done. I'm so excited. So thank you for coming, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, you guys. Thank you for watching the episode this far. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And also, let me know what you want to see, what type of content you want me to producing and creating. Who do you want me to bring onto the show? Okay, let me know down below, you guys. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye, you guys.